So I have to admit, when I saw the Daily Wire tweet out this article just a few minutes ago, I was prepared for something completely different than what I ended up finding. It's one of those days where the quiet part is admitted out loud in the open for everyone to see. Trained Marxist BLM co-founder releases YouTube video to set the record straight. So I want to take you back a couple of months when there was all this hullabaloo about this video that came out where the co-founders of Black Lives Matter literally admitted they were trained Marxists. They admitted it. It wasn't even it's up for contention or debate. There was a video from like 2015 where they admitted that this was the truth. Well, this video was supposedly to set the record straight. So when I saw this headline, I was like, this is going to be some lame video where she's going to get on there and say, no, I'm not really a Marxist. This is how my words were taken out of context and I was misunderstood. No, that's not at all what happened. And we're going to read this article from Daily Wire and I'm going to play you some specific quotes from the video that's like, this is an example of someone just like digging the hole. The hole was already pretty deep already, and now she's just like, let's release a video where I dig the hole even deeper than it has already been dug. A Black Lives Matter leader who once called herself a trained Marxist is attempting to clarify her position. I don't know why the Daily Wire, like, this is just shoddy reporting on the part of the Daily Wire. And to be frank, I have not been all that impressed with the Daily Wire lately in general. This like 12 straight GD days of complaining about Jill Biden's doctorate was enough for me. But this is just shoddy reporting because this is not an attempt to clarify a position. When you actually watch the video, this is not an attempt to clarify. This is a complete affirmation that the original video was completely 100% accurate. But still, let's read the shoddy reporting on the part of the Daily Wire. A Black Lives Matter leader who once described herself as a trained Marxist is attempting to clarify her position, calling the past admission something that I've been accused of over the past several months. Patrisse Cullors, a co-founder of BLM who serves as the BLM Global Network Executive Director, uploaded a video to her YouTube channel last week to sort out her views titled, "Am I a Marxist?" The commentary is a response to a recent stir caused by a 2015 interview in which Cullors that surfaced over the summer shortly after George Floyd's death had rapidly accelerated several BLM-inspired organizing efforts worldwide. She had said both she and fellow BLM co-founder Alicia Garza were trained Marxists and that ideological theory had been influential in building the BLM movement. In her new video, "Am I a Marxist?", Cullors speaks to the camera while donning a Jimi Hendrix Bold as Love t-shirt. She never directly answers the question, however. That is completely wrong. She does, in fact, directly answer the question. And I'm going to play you the clip of her directly answer the question. But the very first thing she does, and I would encourage everyone to watch this video for yourself. Of course, the link to this article will be in the description below, so you can check it out for yourself. She kind of starts hemming and hawing for like this is like a 4 minute and 30-second video. For the first literally 1 minute and 18 seconds, she hems and haws, and they say right here, she says stuff like, "It's been hilarious at times. It's been intense at times. I just need to set the record straight." Like all these SJW videos, they always do this. They always play off like, "Oh, it was totally fun to have the entire internet coming after me, telling me I'm a Marxist." Like, I mean, like they play it off as though, this is like a fun little game. Dude, it's not a game. You're actually screwing with real people's lives. But she starts to get into it around the 1 minute, 18-second mark, where she says, "Am I a Marxist? I'm a lot of things. I do believe in Marxism. It's a philosophy that I learned early on in my organizing career. We were taught to learn about the systems they were criticizing, capitalism. We were taught to understand why there were philosophies that were criticizing capitalism." Daily Wire, she literally just admitted it. Let's just play it. Let's go to 1 minute, 18 seconds in the video so you can see for yourself.
Let's just talk about it. Am I a Marxist? I'm a lot of things. I do believe in Marxism. It's a philosophy that I learned really early on in my organizing career.
I do believe in Marxism. It's a philosophy that I learned early on in my organizing career. I'm sorry. How is that not admitting that? How is that not directly answering the question? Dude. Colors was mentored and trained as a teenager by Eric Mann, who runs the Labor/Community Center in Los Angeles. He is known for his involvement with the Students for a Democratic Society in the 1960s and its more radical splinter group, the Weathermen. I'm working to make sure people don't suffer. I'm working to make sure these people don't go hungry. Colors said that the misconceptions about her views have unfairly created a false narrative that so many people who have listened to me, Black Lives Matter, and other social justice organizations aren't really taking our work very seriously. Essentially what happens in this video is that she tries to deflect over and over and over again. Like, we just listened to her, right? She does answer the question, yeah, like, I've been trained in this, I believe this, but then she goes in and she tries to deflect from the actual answer. And one of the ways she deflects is she starts to talk about Martin Luther King. Because Martin Luther King, of course, can be compared in his nonviolent protest, can of course be compared to Black Lives Matter burning down cities, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so we can see right here, everyone called Martin Luther King a communist up until he was assassinated, and now everyone loves Dr. Martin Luther King, calling him Dr. Daily Wire. Daily Wire, after your not even a week, almost 2 weeks of complaining about Joe Biden's doctorate, you're calling Martin Luther King doctor? The scandal! Do you realize he only had a PhD? Okay, I digress. And now everyone loves Dr. Martin Luther King. No one talks about his work as work that was terrible or bad. But the Daily Wire screws this up again because they don't even get in the best parts of this little video. There are so many jewels in this little video. For example, let's go to minute 207. There we go.
But I do believe that we can get to a place where there's a socioeconomic system that doesn't oppress some groups of people and only uplifts a few.
She's talking about capitalism. When she says that she wants the society to get to a place where there's not a socioeconomic system that oppresses the people and only benefits the few, she's talking about capitalism. And I'm going to prove that, but first we're going to listen to this next clip at 2:47, in which she talks about liberating every single human being from this evil system.
And so our movement, at the core of it, we believe in the liberation of every single human being. What structure will get us there? Not our current one. We could
Capitalism. That's capitalism. That's what she's talking about. She's talking about capitalism. All right, and now we're going to get to really, I cannot believe the Daily Wire did not put this in their little write-up. Like, this is just bad. But because this is the real jewel of the entire video, where she's literally corrected by the producer of the video and then continues to dig in the hole. That's what she's doing. Let's listen.
I don't know if it's worth us talking about communism because it just has such a bad rap.
Well, because it's failed every time. That's why it has a bad
But
rap.
so has capitalism.
Capitalism has failed every time it's been tried. That's what she literally just said. The producer corrected her that communism has a bad rap because it's failed every time it's tried. She says, but so is capitalism. No. Wrong. And then she goes on to say that capitalism only works in the United States because the US is good at propaganda, and that makes it much harder to sell communism to the people. You can't make this stuff up, man. When people tell you who they are, you should believe them. And this is why, while I am completely okay with saying Black Lives Matter is a general statement of principle because they do, we do not support the Black Lives Matter organization because they are literally advocating. This is the literal leader of the organization advocating for the overthrow of capitalism in the United States. That's what she's advocating for. She just told you who she is. When are you going to start believing her? When? Probably after we've already donated $10 billion to them. 10 billion with a B in the past year. What could possibly go wrong? But, you know, orange man bad, so we had to give that money to Black Lives Matter because everything is the racist Donald Trump's fault. You supported, literally, an organization that is advocating for the overthrow of capitalism in the United States to install their communist utopia where everyone will be taken care of. And everything will be nice and everything, because we haven't tried real communism yet, right? We're gonna do real communism here. That's the goal. People are dumb. I swear to God. Like, it's not even that they're dumb. I shouldn't have said that. I take that back. That was a little bit of a heavy-handed statement. I take it back. It is that people do not pay attention, and people only listen to the things that they want to listen to. They only pay attention to the sources they want, that tell them the things they want to hear. By the way, that's true on the left and it's true on the right. Right? You don't get a pass here. I've been dealing with a lot of you lately who only want to hear from people who are parroting back to you exactly what you want to hear. You have exactly the same problem as the left does, man. And this is why we're in this problem. This is why Black Lives Matter literally has $10 billion to work with. Congratulations. This is what your money's going to. All right, I definitely recommend you go watch the video for yourself. Don't take my word for it, man. I just played you a few clips. Who knows, maybe I could have taken them out of context. Go watch the video. Go judge for yourself what she actually says. I'm sure this is going to get pulled down at some point, so make sure you do it now. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. I do daily content almost every single day. Every once in a while I take a day off, but I do try to have something every single day around news, politics, culture, things like this that are insane. So if you enjoy what you saw, I hope you'll consider giving me a subscription, turning on notifications, giving it a thumbs up, sharing it out to your friends and family who may have donated money to Black Lives Matter and need to probably be aware of what they donated to. That's all I've got for right now. I'll see you soon.